Good morning, Aquarius. Yes, I am in my pajamas. It's the middle of the night. I've been trying to get these last videos done, but it's been like one thing after another that's came up day after day. So I said, well, I got a couple hours before I have to deliver papers. Yes, I deliver in my pajamas most of the time because it is kind of cold right now. We just had a lot of crazy weather. We just had a little snowstorm followed by snow, thunder, and hail, marble-sized hail. So I'm like, wow, there's just a lot going on right now. But anyway, I said, well, I have an opportunity. Let me go ahead and make these videos. Whew. I am going to take this one because this one fell out by itself. All right, there we go. Using my Alice in Wonderland deck. I also have a new set of runes, which I had somebody make for me off Facebook, which are really cool. So I am going to choose this rune. I have this new Sacred Geometry deck, which I'm excited about incorporating. All right. Are we there yet? Okay, here we go. I'm going to pull one more of these cards. Oh, Aquarius, what is going on with you? These cards are just all wanting to come out. And that one turned over. So we're going to take that one. I have never had that one before. That is a new card on me. All right. So the first card that we have is the Four of Pentacles. And I do have a rune to clarify it, but I'm going to get one of my fortune-telling cards. Oops. And what we have with this one is Thief. So we have the Four of Pentacles clarified by Thief. And we also have this rune here. And not all of them are in my cheat sheet. Grab my phone real quick. So we have Fehu, represents livestock. It symbolizes wealth, abundance, success, security, and fertility. With this Thief card, so we do have some prosperity. We do have abundance, and also security is a key word with this. And so it's interesting that we have this Thief card. Basically what I'm getting here is this fear that somebody is going to take something from you. And I always said, you know, like I've really been trying to live more simply. I really don't want to acquire all that wealth that I used to and all that material stuff because, for one thing, none of it really made me happy. It really didn't. And not just that, but the more that you have, the more that you have to worry. You have to worry that someone's going to, you know, take it away from you. You know, you have to have security cameras. You have to have insurance. You have to have all these kind of things. So basically, that's the energy that I'm getting right now, is this fear of loss, this fear that you have already lost a lot and you don't want to lose anything else. So you're really desperately grasping right now, trying to hold on to things. But you cannot lose anything that is yours by divine right. And you're really being asked to look at what matters most to you right now. All right, we have King of Swords. This is Humpty sitting on this wall. And it's actually clarified by this 37, which actually breaks down to 10. 10 is a completion. 10 is the completion of a cycle, something that, you know, you have been going through, something that is finishing up, something that's no longer going to have its impact, and you're really going to be able to look back at what lessons that this has taught you. And I feel like that energy here is what's coming up, especially with this King of Swords here. This fear, this feeling that something is wrapping up, something is about to end. And, you know, it's scary because, like I said, we try to hold on to things even when they were just here for a season. They weren't meant to last. This can be a relationship. This can be, I'm sensing that this is some kind of karmic lesson in like a person or a situation, something that you've gotten attached to that is winding down. That is what is causing this fear of loss that you're having right now. With this realization card, it says, let's see it, sacred geometry. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. So basically, everything that has happened has been for you to have this self-realization, to really step into yourself, to really understand who you really truly are, to become this observer of your thoughts, this observer of your actions, this observer of why is it that, you know, you have had these repeat situations over and over again, and they are because you have been replaying them. It's like you're rehearsing them. You won't let them go. You're stuck in the past. So these are some things that you really need to let go of, and you really need to go within. All right, we have the sun. All these nice sunflowers. I love sunflowers. And so I feel like the sun is about illumination. This is about having that epiphany, that aha moment where you're like, aha, you know, and I have those all the time and they're beautiful. They're so beautiful to really be able to kind of connect the dots and be like, okay, I know exactly why these things happened the way that they did. I'm able to see the lessons in them. I'm able to really learn about this situation. And through this situation, learn about yourself. All right, we have gift and we have occupation. So I feel like this is a new opportunity. This is a new opportunity to make money, whether it be a new business, whether it be maybe a partnership working with someone else. Maybe you and someone that you are close to have come up with a business idea. And this is something you want to pursue. And so the message right now is that now is a good time for you to do this. This is a gift from the universe. And now you have the time and the space because of these things that you've had going on that no longer resonate with you, that are moving out of the way to make room for new things. All right, we have the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like this has to do with choices. Two choices. This can be like two different opportunities that you have right now. This can even be two people, but this is in the physical realm. These are two opportunities that are being presented to you. And so I feel like that is some of this mental energy as well. This really kind of overthinking, obsessing, worrying, staying up at night late, not being able to sleep, trying to find answers. Because to clarify, this Two of Pentacles, this choices, this opportunities card is rest and rejuvenation. We cannot make any type of choices for our future if we are not well rested, if we are not present, if we're not mindful. And sometimes we have to really take a step back, and we have to really take this time and to take a break from everything. And, also sensing with this card, meditation. When we meditate, we're actually able to connect to our higher self, our higher guidance. I know for myself, when I just really need an answer, and understand, I'm sensing too that this is not an answer that you even need today, that this period of rest will do you some good. I'm also picking up on the fact that you want to make sure that you have options, that you are not the option. Don't let somebody else make you an option. You are the prize. And since you are the prize, then you need to keep your options open. That message came up for somebody. But I know when I'm trying to make a decision and I cannot make it on my own, I will ask the universe for a sign. I will think of some kind of symbol. Like for myself, I've used stars, I've used butterflies, and I'll say, okay, for instance, if this is something that I'm supposed to do, show me 3 butterflies in 3 days. You have to be conscious and aware, but you can't really be looking for it. It just has to happen, because otherwise it takes away the magic from it. But this is really how I get answers. And, it can be anything. You can ask for like an eagle, or I'm getting for someone, maybe an eagle is symbolic, or, any type of bird, or, ancient symbol, even something that, you wouldn't see all the time, that if you see it, you're just like, wow, this is amazing. And there's no way I can deny that this is what I'm supposed to do. All right, so we have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is clarified by emotional healing. It says here, as your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. And so with this High Priestess card, this is all about power. This is about stepping into your power, of releasing the pain and your triggers, the emotional triggers that have always triggered you are not triggering you the way that they used to, if at all. And it's because you have faced yourself on this deep level and released fears. And a lot of times all the time, not a lot of the time, all the time we form attachments to things and people and places and situations out of fear, this fear of loss, this fear that it's going to miss us. It's going to leave us. We're going to miss I'm getting this image of missing the train. I'm going to miss the train. I'm going to miss the bus. But understand, missed opportunities can oftentimes be blessings, because something better is coming along. And so that is the energy I'm getting with this reading. And like I said, with this emotional healing that you've been doing, breaking these old cycles, breaking these patterns. And like I said, for yourself, it's more about triggers. It's like people learn our triggers, And because of our history, because they've been able to repeatedly get the same response out of us over and over again. So this here is about doing something differently. This is about recognizing those things. And that is how you take your power back from people. They no longer have that power over you to push buttons. And like I said, this could be a romantic situation. This could be something that's somewhat narcissistic or toxic, so to speak, that this person really knows how to push your buttons. They really know how to get a reaction out of you. And that could be this thief card too. Maybe they're somewhat of an energy vampire. And so in order to break that cycle, you've really had to have this self-realization and this emotional healing and this rest and rejuvenation for right now. All right, so we have Seven of Swords. This is about choosing your battle. That was, the main message that I got from this card is choose your battle. Not everything has to be a battle. And, for myself, I've been learning, the art of surrender, which is really, really hard, especially when you're a control freak like I am, and you just want to micromanage everything. And I know for myself, and I'm sharing this personal story because it's the way that I can describe the energy of the card, is that sometimes I just want to know everything. And somehow I feel like by knowing something, it will give me some kind of edge. But knowing doesn't do anything for the situation. In fact, if knowing actually adds to the fears. And so you really want to be in this place of faith and trust that everything is happening just the way it's supposed to be. And this is a hard place to get to, and it's not for the weak. But with these cards here, with the emotional healing and the realization and the rest and rejuvenation as the advice in this reading, I do feel like this is something that you're moving into, something that you're going to be able to do with ease, especially as you've released these triggers that no longer have their control over you, no longer have that stranglehold on you is what I'm getting. Nobility, honor, high standards, idealistic. And so this is really knowing your value and your worth and really standing in it. Set your price. Come up with a list of values that matter to you, and do not compromise on those, because you are worth it. And this is how you will attract somebody who is not in these lower energies of taking away from you, but actually adding to you, and not making you an option. And this is why it's very important for you to keep your options open right now, because they will make you more attractive. I'm going to pull one of my self-compassion deck cards because I'm being guided to. These are not tarot cards, but this is just like this little therapy deck that I got to incorporate in readings from time to time. Come on. I'm going to take these two because they were sticking out. Well, one was, and we got a bonus. Nagging feeling. Notice an unpleasant emotion. Allow it to be for a few minutes and watch it go. So this is about really feeling and processing your emotions. They're real. They're yours. You got heart. Give yourself credit for the small thing you did in the past week that took courage. How can you build off of that today? So I'm getting this energy and this sense of you have broken this bond, it's almost like this trauma bond, this codependent bond that you had with someone else, or you're working on it. You're working on releasing this. You're working on freeing yourself, because I'm sensing that there was some emotional abuse, some toxicity, and you are on the right path, and your spirit guides want me to let you know that you are being supported and guided through this, and that you are doing the right thing, because you are in this completion, this cycle of completion, that it's time to let go so that new things can come in. Well, this was a general reading. If you would like to know what is going on with you personally, I do personal paid readings. They are $50. I will include them in my information in the description of the video. Thank you so much for watching.